Everyone. Thank you all for joining us. Welcome. Yeah, and please, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. Sorry, please, 1 minute, 1 minute. Yeah, hello. Hi, everyone. Um, yeah. Hi, everyone. Welcome. My name is Jemima Entry from Ghana, and I am one of the coordinators for the Wiki Women User Group. It is a pleasure to have you all here for this special session. Last year in 2024, we hosted the first Wiki Women Capacity Building Workshop, and we focused on how to write biographies of women on Wikipedia. That session was an important step towards addressing the gender gap on the platform. This year, I want to use this opportunity to say a Happy New Year and Happy Vows Day in advance to all of us. We are thrilled to bring you the second edition of our workshop with the topic exploring academic sources for documentation of women's biography. Now, before I introduce the trainer, I want to give a brief background of the Wiki Women User Group. So it's a global community dedicated to increasing women's participation in Wikimedia projects and improving content about women on Wikipedia. The group aims to bridge the gender gap by supporting and training women editors, and also encouraging the creation and improvement of biographies of notable women, and advocating for gender equity within the Wikimedia movement. We have two main objectives, and I think one of the objectives is providing a space for women who are engaged in Wikimedia, and also collaborate on projects, discuss issues, and also socialize with each other. And also another objective why we are here is to support um, improving coordination and also countering gender gap efforts in the Wikimedia movement. Yeah. So a quick one. I'm here with my co-coordinator, who is in the person of Ruby Brown. And also I have the Wiki Women User Group co-founders. We have Rosie on the call. Hi, Rosie. I hope everything is well. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, I would call on Ruby to talk, but then I want to introduce the trainer for this particular workshop. We are honored to have Camelia Boban leading the session with her expertise. We will gain valuable insights into research strategies and best practice for improving Wikipedia's content about women. So thank you for joining us. On this note, I would like to call on Rosie to maybe speak, or maybe we can have one or two words from her. So Rosie, please, if you're around, can we please hear you? Rosie, she is the co-founder, one of the co-founders of Wikimedia, Wiki Women User Group.
Okay. Hi, everyone. Rosie Stevenson, good night from Northern California in the US. So happy to be here. Hi, Jemima. Hi, Ruby. And hi, Camelia. Over back to you.
You're muted. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. So I want to call on Camelia Boban to speak. Thank you. Yeah, Camelia, you can have the floor.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I had some of the slides talking about the group, Wiki Woman user group, in my slide deck. And if I'm not wrong, I'm searching here to Rosie was one of, no, was the first user group recognized by the AFCOM, Affiliation Committee in 2015. Yeah. Okay, so was the first time that women become a group interested in talking about gender gap, because before was also formed a gender gap task force in 2013, if I'm not wrong. But the first time that a group of women was recognized is this about Wiki Woman user group. So I prepared some slides. Let me share the screen. Tell me if you can see.
Yes, it's beautiful.
Okay. Yes, I try to use exactly the colors of the user group. So I'm Camelia Boban. I'm a developer in real life, and I'm a Wikimedian since 2006. I use usually said 2007 because it's the first time I wrote an article in Wikipedia, Italian Wikipedia, in March, but I was registered in Meta since November 2006, so some month before. I am a member of the Wiki Women user group since 2016, a year after the recognition, and I also founded something similar in Italian Wikipedia, Wikidonna user group. I don't know if you are inside the Wikimedia projects. This is some overview about the Wikimedia projects. You know that are collaborative projects and which everyone can edit. I think we have 13, if I'm not wrong, projects in this moment inside the movement. And we are talking about Wikipedia, which is the most known of them. Maybe it's the fifth site search on the list of the top 10 most searched sites in the world. And but we also have a database about multimedial files. We have project about citation. We have projects about books, about metadata, and such dictionary, the travels, and news, and so on. What is important to know is that these projects are released with free licenses. So we essentially are talking about GFDL license, public domain, or Creative Commons with all the versions. The most used in our projects is Creative Commons by share alike. These are the representation of the projects. As you can see, these are the icons. And we talk about Wiki Women user group. This is the main page, and we have here the a group photo about maybe was done in during Wikimedia conference in 2017, and we have also some picture about the founders. Wikidonna user group is something very similar. As I said, we have three source, let's say, projects, affiliate, and we become also a non-profit association in 2020. And these are our pages. And these are the metrics. It's a dashboard. It's one of the sites that we used usually, Wikimedia, and used to keep trace of metrics, how many people participated in the events, how many article was written, and such. It's a very important tool to keep in mind. When we are talking about Wiki Woman, we are also talking about some conferences. Our Wiki Woman Camp was something was happening in October 2023. We meet all together in New Delhi in India. And this is the main page. You can find here a lot of information about what was decided, the next steps, and a lot of other informations. And from here, starting from here, we talk about having a Wiki Woman task force. In 2013, we was created a gender gap task force, but in this moment, the decision was to have a whole Wiki woman task force. All the users that are declared as a woman, or so not only biological women. So this is the page. In some months ago was a kind of candidates process to have a steering committee. It's still happening, and maybe in March we will have the results of these elections. Maybe a group of 9, 10 people coming that can to be part of this task force, and try to some way made our work more structured. So talking also about strategy, not only about writing articles in Wikipedia. We are here because we know that we have a gender gap issue in our project. So we know this because we have metrics. We have a lot of research about this low number of biographies, female biographies. So the situation is, this is an infographic of some times ago, but it's still accurate. Maybe something it's more than this, but we have in this moment that only 13% of our Wikipedia editors are women, are declared women. And this is a research that was done some year ago. The same situation is related to content. So women biographies, we have essentially around 15 or 20% of female biographies. This is what was at the beginning of the task force, the gender gap task force. So this situation of the gender gap in content and users was evident that something should be done. So the gender gap task force started in 2013 in order to take care about this situation. Talking about users, in this moment we have this kind of situation of active users. You can find all the statistics about users, about articles, visitors, and such on the statistics, Wikimedia statistics sites. And here you can find the number of active editors, a lot of information about new registered users, top editors, and so on. And another tool that is used to trace this discrepancy between male and female in content, in this case, it's Umaniki. Umaniki is a tool that can be used to see that, for example, English Wikipedia has in this moment more than 20% of articles about biographies about women. And talking about Italian Wikipedia, we arrived at 17 for some. Oh, okay. I have a cat here, so sorry if. So even in Italian, we arrived to 17. We started in 2016. The biographies, women biographies were around 14%, 14 and 5 and yes, and 6%. We arrived at 17 in this moment. So when writing articles about women in Wikipedia, what we are talking about? We are talking about, first of all, to find reliable resources. We know that reliable resources means that we need to find academic resources, sources, or newspapers, or sites, or other information where that are not original resources, original so something that was already written, and it's reliable, so has relevance, can be verified, these resources. And the most reliable resources in this case are the academic resources, because are neutral, are not biased, and it's can be verified and have this neutral point of view. If in some cases some articles can be biased, in this case resources, academic resources, are not, because are is the work of a lot of people, and they are using a scientific way to measure the results. And where we can find these sources, first of all, using the search engines. So the first step is to use one of the search engines, for example, Google Scholar, Internet Archive Scholar. So these are some example. ResearchGate. So many documents are uploaded here by researchers. Or Semantic Scholar, it's another research engine. ScienceGov provides a lot of articles, scientific research. Then Google Books, for example, or Goodreads. There are other two sites that can be used in order to find, in this case, books. Some of them are scannerized by Google, so you can find some of them even free. Some of them instead are you need to buy them. But a lot of versions of digital version, you can find them online instead of buying them physically. So digital version, maybe it's more useful, even more easy to use in our to write an article. We have also government and the public archives. For example, the Library of Congress. In this screenshot, you can see the sites related to women history. And as I saw, a lot of sections about inside the Library of Congress are related to women. So just search on the on this site to find content even free to use and reuse. So these are open access sources. Archives. This is another site about Library Information Center. Archives Library Information Center. Even here, you can find many articles or documents about bibliography and archives. National Women History Museum. So even museums have their archives inside. This is a thematic museum about women's history. So you can find this kind of archives inside museums, inside women associations, and so on. So this is another site that can be used. It can be used for sources, but it can be also used to for try inspiration for biographies to write, for example. You can find many informations inside. You can find a list of remarkable women biographies, memoirs inside this Bucks County Free Library. It's a site that I found it these days. And is related to, even here, it's also related to the Women History Month. So we are very close to March. So many sites are trying to put informations in this moment to be talk about women history, because we are very close to March. The Gale is another archive that can be used to find articles about women's studies. Even without registration. Then there are newspapers, the archives about newspapers. So a lot of newspapers that have their archives saved, that you can free access or even some subscriptions in case. You can even find a page on Wikipedia, English Wikipedia, that is listing on online newspapers archives. So you can find these archives separated, splitted by country. So just take a look on this page. Databases about academic databases and researches, and even here you can find a good list in English Wikipedia that is listing the academic database, which is important to see also the kind of access you can find. So this page it's important to see if you can if you should pay a subscription. If it's a free database, if it's a half and a half. So the access status, it's very helpful in this case. So these are the names, these are the providers, the links, and also the discipline they are covering. So this is a useful page. When we are talking about resources, this is another sites related to Harvard Institute. Here another research site about it's a library and is talking about the history of women in America. But this is an America. I took the screenshot about the women in America, but I think it's related to women from the whole world. So you can find even women from other parts of the world. You can find inside this. Another university which it's putting resources about women, it's the Suffolk University. Here too, we are talking about women studies, biographical resources, so you can find even here the database of biographies, women biographies, and as you can see, they have also the research section inside the site. There are also other collections of open access research papers, and maybe CORE is the most important, the most known collection of open access. So you can access them without pay anything. So it's not it's free to be consulted. So this is something that is very wiki philosophy about openness. So they have this the same philosophy of openness that we have. I don't know how many of you knows about file sharing and open libraries. For example, Library Genesis. These are sites that somehow was stopped by the government. They are considered pirate libraries, but you can still find resources and way to access them. For example, Library Genesis is one of these sites, but also Zeta Library, She Hub, another site that when you can find it's a shadow a library that you can find resources, books, and articles, scientific articles. Internet Archive. Internet Archive is an ally. It's an ally of Wikimedia. You know that you can find inside books, articles, you can find the Wayback Machine, so all the archives of sites that you can save on URL. You can save a site if to have it on the memory of the web. In fact, Internet Archives is named the memory of the web. So in this case, it's the section about open library. Internet Archive, as you know, it's working by donation, so it's still alive because of donation. Is something that do not receive other funds, if not donation from users that care about them. We have then the whole world of the WorldCat librarians. So libraries is a system that put inside all the libraries in the world, and here it's another way to find these documents. You can find even libraries near to you in order to loan them physically, but you can also loan them online if they are in other places that are not so close to you. So we saw what we need to search, where we can find this this documentation to write about article. Let's see now how to write an article, a biography about women, because it's not important only the number of biographies we write. It's also important the way that we write articles, the gender approach. So this is something that I really care about, the gender approach. So editing women biography, keeping in mind that if you are writing an article about a biography about women in Wikipedia, means that that woman is notable. So that woman did something remarkable for her own. So not because it's on Wikipedia, not because it was the wife of someone else, or the mother, or a daughter of someone other biography in Wikipedia. Is notable because she did something remarkable. She's notable, so she did something that changed the world. So it's important to put this in evidence. So sometimes, I don't know, in Italian Wikipedia is very happens a lot of times that articles are written in a way that they put in evidence, for example, the family role, as wife, as mother, as and less the work that one did, or the recognition that that woman received. So it's important to highlight the work that biography done, the prizes she receives, and it's important to have also a good photo if possible, because we know that biography is more interesting if has a photo that than without. So it's important to not give, for example, proeminence to the civil status for the biography. It's important to have a photo of herself and not of someone else from the family. So this, for example, this was a pattern written by, I think, Wikimedia Argentina wrote this this pattern that was taken into account by a lot of groups that when wrote about women biographies. So in my mind, I saw some kind of actions to keep in mind. Increase the content. Maybe it's something that we think the first thing we have in mind is to write more articles, more female biographies. So this happens during the, for example, the editatons. We know that having this kind of marathons, editing marathons, it's important because people feel involved and feel enthusiastic on writing articles. You can find a lot of international campaigns, a lot of editathons, for example, we Women in Red essentially is doing 3 maybe editathons in the month. So you can find a lot of events to aggregate to find in order to participate into these campaigns, into these events. This is important. These events are important also for training new editors, because someone who do not know how to edit Wikipedia, it's more feels comfortable to have someone else on its side to help, to ask for information, to ask for help, and have more knowledge about how to do things. It's important, for example, to have partnerships with libraries, with the archives, with the women association, and have someone from them to write articles. So the eye of an expert is very, very important. Because female biographies, writing about women do not means only write about a female biography, means also write about something conceptual, means also write about violence against women, means write about I don't know, feminist economy. So a lot of things that are very specific, and that articles that need people who is expert in this thematic. So having allies, expert people, it's very important. In English, you do not have this situation, but for example, Latin languages has the issue, the have a gendered language. So using the feminine professions means very means giving recognition to someone, to a woman in this case. So using the feminine noun for architect, it's better than using the male noun for architect. So architetta and no architetto. This is a situation. This is an issue in Italian Wikipedia that is creating a lot of editors, for example, people who come and change this the last letter in order to put the male version, and this creates a lot of bad situation and conflicts inside the community. But it's something that it's important to put inside. So using this feminine profession. It's also important to participate inside the discussion, and also participate when an article is putting in deletion, because you can find, for example, sometimes we have sources that the other user do not have. Wikidon, for example, has a big library of digital books, and we can find easier something to add, so something to improve this biography. So it's important to take part into these discussions. I already talk about the modified family relations in the incipit, the first sentence, the first part of the article, which is a kind of abstract of the biography. So the biography, the family relationships are important, but they should be added to the biography section and not on the first abstract section of the biography. It's not important to put in this on the top of the page. Also, create separated sections. So important to have not to have mixed information. So keep the sections separated. Biography by I don't know, activism. So the family life separated by work. So keep the things splitted and not all together in order to understand better what was done, why this biography is important, and so on. And it's also important to connect this biography to the other. So having wiki link to this article is very, very important because means relations to others. So this article can be easier find by passing from other articles. So if you are not putting wiki links to this article it's hard to be found inside the encyclopedia. Photos. I know that English Wikipedia has the fair for use option. So sometimes photos which are not released with Creative Commons with free licenses can be uploaded in Commons and used in English Wikipedia. We do not have the same situation in Italy, and I think in Europe we do not have this this option, and so we can only, for example, upload articles, photos released with free licenses. But sometimes you can find sites that have this kind of licenses, or you can find, for example, sites that have more restrictive licenses, something like Creative Commons by NC, so not commercial or not derivated works. You can, for example, email the webmaster, or I don't know who is related to this site, and sometimes you can succeed on asking them to change the kind of license in order to be more open. Happens that you can do this and the people understand and change the license. It's important to have almost when we are talking about events, about campaign, to have a starting point of articles to be written. So having a list of missing article in your language is very useful. And also, for example, doing Wikidata list, or in case of new users, you can you should took this list and give them some specific biographies to write, because not all Wikipedias has the same criteria. So you can find some biographies that are notable in English Wikipedia, but cannot be notable in Italian Wikipedia or German or French or such and such. So the biographies are not the same. There are differences between the versions of Wikipedia. So Wikidata has a lot of articles that are not necessarily notable in your languages. So you need to make some verifying process. So you should took from this list and verify if there are resources, if they are notable. So an additional and manual control of this article in order to give to new users who do not have all the tools that an expert Wikipedian has. This is a screenshot about how to find, for example, images. As you can see here, this is Google Images. Simply going on the Google Images search and putting women biographies. As you can see in all these links function that you will find here, for example, you have this function about a license. So you can filter the images that you find on Google Images by the license. So you can find this all the images that are released with the Creative Commons licenses. Okay, so this is this function of Wikimedia Images help you to find only the images released with the Creative Commons licenses, and to use only this one. And as a conclusion, it's important to create interest about the problem inside our project. So talking during discussions, participating in discussions about strategy, participating in discussions about changes of policies, participating into the community discussion, but also create interest outside the Wiki projects. So talking with people that that can understand, that can be helpful, that can be ally, that some way are interested in public knowledge and women studies, and can some way help. Just spreading the word, it's important. So I don't know, having social media posts, creating I don't know, lives on YouTube. So a lot of inviting people, experts to talk about this. Having partners from university are a situation that can be useful in order to know about issue and try to solve something. For example, talking about Wikipedia lists, about Wikidata list. This is a category of women in red links list. So you can find many lists made with Wikidata, and separated by, I don't know, filtered by year, by nationality, by topics, by arguments, by awards, by a lot of things. So this is a very important page that you should keep in mind if you need a list of articles to start with. And this is how, for example, it's a list of missing articles, for example, by nationality. So you can find, this is a list of made from Wikidata with the Listeria, which is a tool made by Magnus Manske. And using a lot of parameters, some parameters you can find, as you can see, they are red links, so this means that the articles are missing. And you have a table, HTML table with name, image, description. So what the description of this biography, the occupation, date of birth, and date of death in case, and Wikidata item, and how many site links. So this means this article is missing in English Wikipedia, but is present in at least, for example, the first row is present in two other versions of Wikipedia. So you can find, if you do not want to start from the beginning, for example, you can choose to translate an article. I know that there is a content translation tool that we are using in Italian Wikipedia. In English Wikipedia is not allowed. I think it's was blocked, some way blocked, because people do not review the translation. Sometimes they leave the translation made in automatic by Google Translate, which is not a good idea. So the content translation tool, it's a good tool in order to start the translation, but you should, however, review the translation and do a lot of changes. So in some languages you can find and use this tool, but not in English. But you can choose, for example, to translate for your own on the sandbox and then publish. In order to put these sources, so how can we put the sources inside the articles? How can we cite? This is a template about citation. So this is a template that is used in order to cite a website, to cite a book, to cite a publication, to cite a DOI, so a research. This is the template is used based on this kind of what kind of citation, the parameters that you need to put are different. You should put, I don't know, there are maybe sometimes mandatory parameters. For example, for sure, it's the title and the author. The other some of them should be mandatory, some of them not. However, just take a look and see all the parameters that are asked for this template. In case of, for example, a research, I know that you need to put the publisher, the year of the size of this publication, the author, author 1, 2, 3, depends on the number of authors. The URL, URL, so the link to the site, and some other maybe even, I think, even the city is sometimes needed for this template. So we talk about how to have have documentation about women biography, how to write a women biography. What is important also to have, it's to have good articles. So the next step for writing a biography of women, it's writing a good biography about women. So the quality articles, the articles of quality are important, because there are shown, sometimes they are shown on the homepage, or they appears on the Did You Know section. This is a homepage of English Wikipedia. As you can see, has a lot of sections. For example, on the section on the left, you can see the featured article. So if an article is declared, was voted as a featured article, can appear in this section. And being on the homepage of English Wikipedia, it's something which is we know that is important. Also, there is the section Did You Know? So even this is an important section. Sometimes having an article linked in this section, it's also important. There are two kinds of articles. Good articles consider the quality articles, the featured articles. You can find this with a golden star. So these are the articles that appears on the homepage, and there are some criteria in order to have a good article. This is a template of Did You Know? Articles about article that the template that is put on the Did You Know section. And this is another kind of article, not featured article, but good articles that have this kind of red sign. And this is not a featured article, but however, it's a good article. So it's considered something that is written in a very, very good way, that has enough resources, that is very well explained. So this is something that a Wikipedian wants to, a kind of article that a Wikipedian wants to write. Having this kind of writing this kind of article is very important for a Wikipedian. Let's see now where to ask. There are such a lot of pages inside Wikipedia, the pages, groups, projects, where you can ask for sources. One of these is the Wikipedia library. Wikipedia library, it's a project that can help you on finding sources that are sometimes under subscription. So you can find these articles that you need to pay have access, but in this case they can help on having these sources. You can another page. It's this one, when you can find. It's a guide of how to create, how to find the sources based on the type of the sources. You can also ask to those that are thematic projects. So you can find a lot of help inside the Wiki project Women, for example. This is one of the projects, or you can find help inside the Wiki project Women in Red. You can, as you can see, they have a lot of functionality, so a lot of tabs about ideas, planning. So you can, for example, suggest something, an editat on a campaign, something, articles to be written. They have research tabs about research resources, showcase, and tools and technologies, and so on. This is the version of Wiki Woman in Red in green. That means that this project wants to become the article a good article. So this project aims to make articles about women being good articles, so being recognized as good articles. These are some research on the gender gap. Is something that is happening in this moment. It's important to know that, for example, there is a research in place, and this since I think June, about cover women. So the representation of women biography inside of the homepage of 7 languages, language versions in Wikipedia. And this is made by University of in Barcelona, and is led by Nuria Ferran. This is another research, and for sure Rosie can tell more, because she's the coordinator, the community coordinator for this research, is measuring the gender gap. Even in this case, is something made by Queensland University. And this is something from some time ago. This is dated June 2021. It's something done by Art and Feminism, and is talking about reliable sources about the marginalized communities in French, English, and Spanish. Tools. You can find the tools. So it's important to also to have tools to use them. Toolforge is the main database about Wikimedia tools. There are almost 4,000 tools, Wikimedia tools. And here you can find the Listeria tool that we saw before, Listeria tool made by Magnus Manske. So the biography listed by site links. this is another tool in case you want to do something visual. So you want to create timelines, visual timelines. It's very nice, for example, to in case you want to put something related to women issues in time, for example, women's studies in time during a timeline, and you can put all the articles putting in order, in chronological order. Or if you want to talk about the feminists, for example, all the times, the steps of the feminism. It's very nice and well organized. You can use this tool. This is a lot of links I put, so everything I try to put as a link, so you can find everything present in this slide. You can find also the link, the direct link. And this is the usually the action that we ask people, we ask user to be bold. So just take a try and don't be shy, don't be just do it. Rosie, do you want to say something about the research?
I don't think this is the time for it, or I would love to, but maybe on a separate workshop day, I would. I do want to say that this was fantastic. You presented a lot of really interesting, important information, and the slide deck was stunning. So thank you.
Thanks to you all for the patience.
Yeah, wow, that's amazing. Amazing, Camelia. I don't know what to say, but then I am so excited. This is amazing. This is Jemima speaking, and I must say I have really learned a lot, a lot, a lot. This much time. Do we have questions? Please, if you have a question, you can go ahead to ask. Yeah. Okay.
Hi, Jemima.
Question. Sorry.
Yeah, hello. Yeah,
Okay.
sure.
Hi.
Please speak.
Sorry, I cannot turn on my camera, but hi, Camelia. Thank you for your wonderful talk. It's always great hearing you. It's always great seeing all these Wiki women getting together to keep learning about the Wiki world and how to improve our representation in there. Camelia, it really struck my attention some of the graphs you showed at the beginning, but maybe it was me that was a bit distracted. Because I always wonder about the statistics of the language Wikipedia and then the percentage of biographies of males versus females, I mean men versus women, sorry. And how updated are these statistics, or where can we check it for our future records and stats? In particular, I work mostly in the Spanish Wikipedia, and I think we always hear the same numbers, right? Like 1 in 10 editors is a woman, and about the representation of biographies. But I don't know how updated these are, because I think much work has been done through many different groups. So I expect these numbers have changed, hopefully, but I don't know. Can you tell us more about that?
Yes, they are very recent, these numbers. I try to put the numbers of the number of today. So today, this is, for example, this is Humaniki, which is a tool was granted by Wikimedia Foundation, and here there is this section, gender by language. And this is very, very recent. So you can find here, for example, the top language. You can find everything. This is let me see. This is the last snapshot is 27 January 2025. So it's very recent. So this is the situation of the top 5 languages. You can find here the languages that have more and less. For example, Wikimedia Commons has something more than the other, but we know Wikimedia Commons is not is related to files, so it's not so relevant for us. But we can find, for example, that Spanish Wikipedia has more articles related to women, more than English Wikipedia has 3% more than English Wikipedia. You can see that also French Wikipedia has more than 20. I remember Natasha's post on the social media that they arrived to 20%. They also have something
I remember
about
that post. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you see Spanish, English, and French has more than 20% of women. Yeah. Italian Wikipedia has 17. Polish Wikipedia has 17. Russian Wikipedia has not even 16. Okay.
Yeah.
You can find here, so you can put here, for example, this image is unclear, but if you put here, for example, what kind of Wikipedia, let's see, German Wikipedia. Okay, let's see. German Wikipedia, I can see that they have 18. So you can filter everything you want by language, by project. For example, you want to see in English Wikibooks, for example. Okay, so you can filter whatever you want from here. Okay, and this is all these. This is all the archive. But of course, you see you are looking for the latest. So for sure, you will see the last data. So you can find here and see that, for example, English Wikibooks has 15% of female biographies. So you can filter this, and this is about content. We are talking about content here, okay? You can find also gender by country. But let's see.
There's a question in the chat. Can't find Ukrainian Wikipedia on the list. Can you find Wikipedia on the list?
Of course.
Thank you for this. It's an amazing tool. I'll definitely be using it a bit more, especially to have my presentations updated, because I always wonder. I mean, I used to refer to papers and previous published work, but having this tool, I think it's great. Thank you.
It's wonderful.
So much for sharing.
Sometimes you can find that humanistic, because sometimes we are angry because humanistic doesn't work properly. Sometimes, someday, but I think that they did some improvements. So I think that in this moment it's working well. Talking about Wikipedia, and I will show you the statistics about users on. Let me see first Ukrainian Wikipedia to respond to the question. So you can find Ukrainian Wikipedia, Wikibooks, Wikinews, Wikiquote, Wikisource. Let's see Wikipedia has 18%. But if you see also the number of biographies are, of course, are less than in English Wikipedia. English Wikipedia is written by the whole world, Ukrainian Wikipedia. So if you want to make a compare, for example, English Wikipedia, for example, has 2 million of biographies. Ukrainian Wikipedia has 200,000. So it's a little bit of difference, but it's important the percent. And in Ukrainian Wikipedia was 18. Talking about users, this is stats. If you are going to stats wikimedia.org, you can find all the statistics about Wikimedia projects. Even here, you can filter by Wikibooks, Wikinews, so filtering by projects or filtering about language. Even here, let's see English Wikipedia. Okay, let me, excuse me, let me change. Yes, I mean, as you can see here, you can also change the language if you want to put in other languages. However, if I want to see here English Wikipedia, I can see that monthly English Wikipedia, it's seen by 20 billions of people. By unique devices, 1 billion. By country, 3 billions only on United States, United Kingdom, India, Canada. The number of edits monthly, okay? So we can see here that it's increasing the number of edits monthly. We can see here that we have something like 10% of new registered users by month, okay? We can see these active editors. Unfortunately, I think that here, the editors, you cannot find them by gender. So I think cannot be seen by gender here. So you can see editors, you can see active editors, number of edits, users, top editors, top edited pages, and such, but you do not have editors splitted in filtered by gender. When you can find editors splitting by gender are the equity report. I think that on the equity report. Somewhere was you can find a lot of research inside of because annually, if not annually, every 2 years, I think they did a equity report. They did a report inside Community Insight report. So you can find there listed the number of the percentage of users made by name, by projects, and so on. So this is very good explained what they did. For example, groups, potential barriers. So for example, Black women, 19%, Hispanic women, 22, Asian women, 22. So this is the Wikipedia usage, but I think they have also representation. Editors, look, editors. So this kind of reports, you can find them. This is 2021. I don't remember if it's something also in 2023 more recent. I do not remember. No.
I'm adding into the chat.
Do you have something, some link?
Yeah, I've just added one. I'll add a second in a moment.